Today we're taking a look at these NHL matches: Buffalo Sabres vs New York Islanders, Philadelphia Flyers vs Pittsburgh Penguins, Carolina Hurricanes vs Chicago Blackhawks, and New Jersey Devils vs Boston Bruins, which are happening on Tuesday, May 4, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. So I am going to start off by talking about the Buffalo Sabres vs New York Islander match. The Islanders have won 31 of their 52 games this season for the third best record in the East Division, but the team has been playing poorly down the stretch, losing many pivotal games and failing to establish any type of offense, scoring only 2.7 goals per game. While the Islanders are receiving 30 goals from their top-line duo of Matthew Barzal and Jordan Eberle, and also receiving 16 goals from Brock Nelson on the second line, the rest of the unit has struggled. Only 7 skaters have 10 goals or more on the season, and the lack of scoring depth has allowed opponents to limit the struggling offense. The Buffalo Sabres, 14-32-7, snapped their latest 4-game losing streak, 0-4-0, after picking up just their second victory in the past 8 outings, 2-6-0, following a 4-2 triumph against the New York Islanders at KeyBank Center yesterday. Sam Reinhart, 25 goals, 40 points this year, picked up a double, scoring the game's winning snipe with 4:04 remaining on the clock before adding an empty netter just over 3 minutes later. Taga Thompson, 7 goals, 12 points, cut New York's initial 2-0 lead in half during power play in the second period, while Rasmus Asplund, 7 goals, 11 points, equalized at 2-2 midway through the final third. New York has, however, been the best team in the NHL when playing second parts of back-to-back sets lately, winning 22 of its last 30 contests without a breather. So do expect a bounce-back game from the Isles tonight, and an impressive one at that. The last 3 victories of New York have already been achieved by more than 1 goal, with the Islanders outscoring their opponents 13-1. My first betting advice for that game is to pick New York Islanders -1.5. New York is 21-8 in their last 29 games as a favorite and 21-10 in their last 31 games overall, while the under is 7-0 in their last 7 games against a team with a losing record. Buffalo is 43-104 in their last 147 games playing on no rest, and 14-45 in their last 59 games overall, while the under is 10-2 in their last 12 Tuesday games. Sam Reinhart leads the Sabres in scoring with 37 points, including a team-high 23 goals and 14 assists, while Victor Olofsson has 30 points with 13 goals and 17 assists. My second betting advice for that game is to pick under 5.5. Now I'm going to be talking about the Philadelphia Flyers vs Pittsburgh Penguins match. The Penguins had the top record in the East Division prior to the recent defeat, but the defense fell apart as they allowed 7 goals in the game. The defense has been a pleasant surprise all season, allowing only 2.7 goals per game and playing great this entire season. Chris Letang and Cody Ceci have led the way, with the duo combining for 5.9 defensive point shares and 124 blocked shots, while Tristan Jarry and Casey DeSmith have been dominant in the net, saving .913% of shots. The Philadelphia Flyers, 23-22-7, put an end to their latest 3-game losing skid, 0-3-0, after battering the Pittsburgh Penguins with a count of 7-2 at Wells Fargo Center yesterday. Claude Giroux, 16 goals, 39 points this year, picked up 2 snipes and an assist. Joel Farabee, 17 goals, 35 points, had a marker and 2 helpers, while Jakub Voracek, 9 goals, 43 points, assisted on 3 tallies. Kevin Hayes, 12 goals, 28 points, meanwhile, scored for the first time in 17 games to open the scoring at 5:58 of the first period, as the Flyers buried the opening goal of a contest for the first time in 11 tries. Still, do back them to steady the ship tonight. The Pens have been super efficient when bouncing back from heavy defeats, winning 4 straight games following a loss by a margin of at least 3 snipes. notching 4 victories in their previous 5 outings after conceding at least 5 markers in their prior fixture. They have also impressed when finishing busy schedules, notching 13 triumphs on the most recent 16 occasions when playing the last matchup of a 4 games in 6 days scenario. My first betting advice for that game is to pick Pittsburgh Penguins. The Penguins are 6-1 in their last 7 road games and 22-8 in their last 30 overall. The Flyers are 1-4 in their last 5 home games and 1-4 in their last 5 overall. The under is 4-1-1 in Penguins' last 6 overall. The over is 11-3 in Flyers' last 14 overall. The Penguins are 0-4 in the last 4 meetings in Philadelphia. The home team is 7-2 in the last 9 meetings. The over is 6-1 in the last 7 meetings. The Philadelphia Flyers are averaging 2.8 goals per game and are scoring on 19.4% of their power play opportunities. James Van Riemsdyk leads Philadelphia with 16 goals. Jakub Voracek has 31 assists and Kevin Hayes has 114 shots on goal. Defensively, the Philadelphia Flyers are allowing 3.6 goals per game and are killing 73.2% of their opponents' power plays. The Pittsburgh Penguins are averaging 3.4 goals per game and are scoring on 21.8% of their power play opportunities. My second betting advice for that game is to pick over 6.5. Now I'm going to be talking about the Carolina Hurricanes versus Chicago Blackhawks match. The Blackhawks have lost 4 straight games. Their last game was a 5-2 loss against the Carolina Hurricanes on Monday. Alex DeBrincat and Ian Mitchell each scored a goal. Malcolm Subban started the game and gave up 4 goals on 18 shots faced. Colin Della replaced Subban in the second period and stopped all 19 shots faced. The Hurricanes have won 4 straight games and currently sit first in the Central Division. Their previous game was a 5-2 victory against the Chicago Blackhawks on Monday. Sebastian Aho had a hat trick. Dougie Hamilton had a goal and assist. Vincent Trocheck had 2 assists in the game. Alex Nedeljkovic stopped 15 out of 17 shots faced. The team continues to give its all, which definitely will be bad news for the Blackhawks, who have already dropped 9 of their previous 11 overall contests against Carolina, losing their most recent 4 trips to Raleigh, being beaten by more than 1 strike on the very last 3. Out of the previous 10 victories of the Canes, 9 have been achieved by a margin of at least 2 markers, while 7 of the past 9 defeats of the Blackhawks have all been by more than 1 goal. My first betting advice for that game is to pick Carolina Hurricanes minus 1.5. Chicago is 0-5 in their last 5 games overall and 3-8 in their last 11 road games, while the over is 8-1 in their last 9 games as an underdog. Carolina is 5-0 in their last 5 games overall and 25-8 in their last 33 games played on no rest, while the under is 5-1 in their last 6 home games. Chicago is 2-9 in the last 11 meetings between these 2 teams and 1-6 in the last 7 meetings between the 2 teams in Carolina. Sebastian Aho leads Carolina with 52 points, including a team-high 21 goals and 31 assists, while Dougie Hamilton has 40 points with 31 apples and a team-high 168 shots on goal. Vincent Trocheck has 39 points with 17 goals and 22 assists, and Andrei Svechnikov has 38 points with 13 goals and 25 apples. Jordan Staal and Martin Necas each have 37 points with double-digit goal and assists, while Nino Niederreiter's on 32 points with 18 goals. Patrick Kane leads the Blackhawks in scoring with 62 points, including 15 goals and a team-high 47 assists, while Alex DeBrincat has 48 points with a team-high 25 goals and 23 assists. Dominic Kubalik and Pius Suter each have double-digit goal and assist tallies, while Brandon Hagel has 22 points with 14 assists. My second betting advice for that game is to pick over 6.5. Now I am going to start off by talking about the New Jersey Devils versus Boston Bruins match. The Boston Bruins have won 4 straight games. Their last game was a 3-0 victory against the New Jersey Devils on Monday. Patrice Bergeron, Matt Golsyk, and Nick Ritchie each scored a goal. Tuukka Rask was perfect in net, stopping all 20 shots faced. New Jersey snapped a 3-game winning streak with a tough 3-0 loss versus the red-hot Bruins on Monday night. New Jersey was outshot 42-20 on the night, and Scott Wedgwood made 39 saves to give the Devils a puncher's chance in the loss. With so much left to play for, the Bruins have to be the pick in this spot. Not only is Blackwood due for some regression after winning 3 straight starts, but he's also posted an eye-popping .302 record and .950 save percentage in 5 games against the Bruins this season. He should meet his matchup against an equally hot goaltender in Swayman on the tour side, and the Bruins have been heating up as of late, scoring 3 goals or more in 10 of their last 12 games. My first betting advice for that game is to pick Boston Bruins -1.5. The Bruins are 3-8 in their last 11 games, playing on 0 days rest, and 9-2 in their last 11 overall. The Devils are 21-44 in their last 65 games as an underdog, and 0-4 in their last 4 games playing on 0 days rest. The under is 12-3-1 in Bruins' last 16 overall. The over is 6-2-1 in Devils' last 9 overall. The Bruins are 5-2 in the last 7 meetings in New Jersey and 28-11 in the last 39 meetings. The favorite is 37-18 in the last 55 meetings. The Boston Bruins are averaging 2.9 goals per game and are scoring on 21.2% of their power play opportunities. Brad Marchand leads Boston with 27 goals. David Krejci has 24 assists, and Patrice Bergeron has 159 shots on goal. Defensively, the Boston Bruins are allowing 2.4 goals per game and are killing 86.4% of their opponents' power plays. The New Jersey Devils are averaging 2.7 goals per game and are scoring on 14.5% of their power play opportunities. Miles Wood leads New Jersey with 17 goals. Jesper Bratt has 21 assists, and Jack Hughes has 136 shots on goal. Defensively, the New Jersey Devils are allowing 3.4 goals per game and are killing 70.4% of their opponents' power plays. My second betting advice for that game is to pick under 5.5. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.